Hey guys, it's finally time for a new episode of my wig guide. It's been a long time, I know. In this video I will show you my favorite methods how to straighten synthetic wigs. I already did a video called how to curl synthetic wigs, so this could be interesting for you too. I'm using one of my oldest wigs for this demo. I bought this base cap wig at wigisfashion.com a couple of years ago, so let's get started and give this one a complete new look.
So, before we get started, we need to know if a wig is heat resistant or not. Today's video is about straightening a wig with heat. Most wigs are heat resistant, but some cheap party store wigs are not. If you are not sure about your wig, you should ask the wig company or do a heat test first. If you decided to do a heat test, it's always good to use a small section of the wig. A little piece of hair from a discrete area is fine. So let's check out what happens if you are using too much heat. The fibers will frizz out or they melt completely. My hair straightener is set on 200 degrees Celsius, which is way too hot for synthetic hair. Most wigs can be straightened with a temperature about 120 degrees Celsius without damaging the fibers. Secure the wig with some long needle pins so it doesn't slide off during the process. Let's get started with our first method, which is probably the most used one. I'm using my hair straightener for it. Before you get started, you should clip all the hair up, out of your way, so it's easy to work with. I start at the back of my wig and work my way up. This process is not much different than straightening your real hair. You should wear a heat-resistant glove during this step, otherwise you can burn your skin because the fibers get really hot. Always separate a small section and comb it first before you are straightening it. Therefore, it's good to use a wide comb or wig brush to remove any tangles. If you don't own a hair straightener, you can also use your blow dryer. Once again, I'm gonna start with a small section of hair and comb it first. If you are planning to use this method, you should know that this is also a great way to create softer and less defined curls for your wig. I already showed this technique in my How to Make a Wig Look More Natural tutorial. If you want to remove the curls completely, you should hold the fibers really tight while you are heating them up. They stay in their straight shape once the wefts are cooled off completely. Let's continue our straightening process with our third method. I'm using my steamer for this step. My steamer is from Amazon and reaches a temperature about 120 degrees Celsius. This is also a great method to create soft and less defined curls. If you want to straighten the fibers completely, you should use the steamer directly onto the fibers without any distance. The good thing about steamers is that they style your wig fibers really gently, so this method is really good for cheaper wigs too. Off to our last method for today, which is one of my personal favorites because it's super easy and fast. If you don't own any styling tools, this is the perfect method for you. The wig should be brushed out completely before you start straightening it with hot water. I'm going to heat up some water in my water boiler first. Once my water is all heated up, it's time to remove the curls. I like to dunk the lower parts of my wig first, so I don't need to heat up that much water. Let's switch our location and move everything into my bathroom. Now let's dump the water all over the wig, covering as much as possible. The wig should hang completely straight for the air dye process. Just let it dry overnight and the next day you can brush the whole wig again. Now you have a totally new style for your wig. Which one do you prefer, curly or straight wigs? I hope you liked this basic series so far. Let me know what you would like to see next. Thank you for watching, subscribe so you don't miss the next episode of my wig guide. See ya next time!